Hello, this is Savage Jim, and this is an old RC that I've had for some time, but I've never actually completed to putting it together, and it's just sat in my closet for quite a while. It was a work in progress, and I never got around to finishing it, so I decided to go ahead and bust it out and finally try to get it going and see what it could do. Let's go ahead and give it a once over. I purchased this for about $950. These things are not cheap. Well, this one comes from FG Model Sport. As you can see on the stickers here, I'm trying to hold it up. Made in Germany, so the instructions are in German. This is just a body shell that goes on top. It's unpainted. And you're supposed to take spray paint to it, and give this a shell coloring that whatever you choose for your truck. Now I did install some stuff on it, and but I've never actually fired her up, so this thing is virtually brand new. I do have the servos already all installed in here. I have two massive steering servos here at the center, and I have your throttle and brake servo. This servo to the right side here, the small servo, serves as your braking servo, and here's your braking linkage to the front. And this servo over here is also your throttle, but it also functions as your brake servo to the rear wheels. The wheels are actually very nice. Let me see if I could scoot my camera down and see if I could hold it up. I guess you can't see it from this side, so let me try to tip it up from the bottom view. I don't know if you can see that, it's just a shadow, but that's a disc brake. This model has four-wheel disc brakes, one disc at all four wheels, and it's a very, very sturdy construction. Very tough. You could flip these, roll these, and whatever, and they'll still keep on going. You could even crash them against a rock. I have another one just like this, except it's an FG four-wheel drive competition model, and I've ran that into the side of a house a couple of times, hit quite a few curbs, and not once did it bend any of the chassis plates, destroy any of the control arms, demolish any of the shock towers or anything. I have 8 shocks on this because this is a monster truck, but as I've discovered, putting in more shocks than just 4 shocks on this makes it rather too stiff, so I'm going to have to get weaker springs for this. I do like the 8 shocks because I am rather rough. I do, whenever I do take these out to bash, I do make them do all sorts of crazy stuff, and jump as high as 15 feet in the air and come down pretty hard, and they still keep on going. Now let's go over the powertrain here. I got on here, this is an aftermarket tailpipe. This is not the stock pipe that comes with this RC when you buy it. Actually, when you purchase the RC, you basically get just the rolling chassis and the engine. The engine does come with a pipe, except it's a small can pipe and not this nice big Dominator style torque pipe, which I purchased from Dave's Discount Motors. I don't know if they're still in business. It's been years since I purchased this, and ever since I got caught up running my FG four-wheel drive comp, this poor baby has unfortunately been sitting in my closet, just a permanent work in progress. But hopefully I hope to get her running again. Well, actually running for the first time, because this engine is brand new. Never seen a drop of fuel in it. Let's see if I could get close into here. I want to try and see if I can show you the gears. The engine is connected to this This is the crankshaft. It's connected to the gear, this big large gear, and I'm sorry, the engine is connected to this small gear right here, and it has a large gear reduction ratio, turning that larger gear, which in turn goes into a shaft, which turns a internally built differential. This is a heavy bastard right here. You can see that there's yet another gear for more gear reduction right there, and therefore torque multiplication. There is a plastic differential right here, and you have these two dog bone spindles to the left and right side for a independent rear suspension. This RC is therefore, let me see here, all-wheel independent suspension. That's the left side going up and down, independently of the right side going up and down. Yeah, these springs are too stiff, so I do need to get some weaker springs. This is a very heavy piece, roughly about 30 to 35 pounds dry. There's no fuel. I need to get another gas cap because the other one fell off. But the engine, let's come up here. Let's see if I could get into, there we are. G260RC1, made by Zenoah in Japan. That's a 26cc two-stroke engine. It is a gas engine, not like your typical RC engines which run on a special nitro fuel. So you could actually buy pump gasoline at the gas station, mix in two-stroke oil, put it into the gas tank, and the runtime for these things are as long as one of your typical weed eaters when you're out in the yard, trimming the grass. So I've noticed anywhere between 30 to 45 minutes on my FG 4x4 comp. That engine uses a ported engine and a chrome pipe and all. And I believe, through the port tuning, the way the ports are cut up, it does go through fuel a little bit more quickly. That one I've experienced as much as 45 minutes of runtime on. So this one over here, stock engine, stock Zenoah porting. So I'm guessing, a little bit more than 45 minutes of runtime with one full tank of gas. This I have here is the remote control for the RC itself. This is a 3PK unit. It's an older pistol style remote control. This one's made by Futaba, and I have the 2.4 gigahertz, the FSM 2.4G module, the PK FSM 2.4G. I'm trying to point that out on the module there. That's what this is called. And it is about a, at max power, it's supposed to be 12 volts. I haven't used this in a couple of years, but I am very surprised that the batteries do still have a charge. There's about 9.7 volts, which is running low, so I need to go ahead and give them a good charge. I would turn this on and demonstrate. However, the battery on this is completely dead. I need to give that a good charging. The Futabas, the 2.4 gigahertz, this is the receiver. This is how small they are. They're extremely tiny, so they could fit very nicely into the smallest of packages. And the receiver and battery box in this thing, of course, is tiny, so it makes sense to get one of these 2.4 gigahertz modules. Other typical RC ones are much bigger, probably about as big as 1.5 inches by a couple inches wide. So very nice packaging right here. Well, that pretty much sums up my review on the FG Model Sport. This is a 2x4 5th scale gasoline RC, and I stress that this is gasoline and not nitro. Other hobby stores online will say gas well, gas operator to gasoline RC. In reality, they mean nitro, which is not your pump style gasoline you buy at the gas station. So there you go. If you purchase one of these, just buy some pump gasoline, add some 2-stroke oil, and turn it on, start to run, and you'll have yourself almost an hour of a blast. And this is Savage Jim signing out. Thank you.